Many continue to pay tribute to Canadian folk icon Gordon Lightfoot, who died in hospital last night in Toronto. Fans and musicians say his influence on the country's collective identity is immeasurable, including here in Hamilton. Jason Gaidola has the story.
All dressed up to be somebody.
As he listens back to Gordon Lightfoot, producer Bob Doige reflects on his contributions on the album released in the early 2000s. Work the musical legend signed off while he was recovering in hospital at the time.
Called me when they took the tube out of his throat, and with a really hoarse voice, he says, "Bob, that song you did, I like it. Do another one."
The song was Clouds of Loneliness on the album Harmony, where Doige provided guitar, panpipes, and other instruments. Doige says he's known and worked with Lightfoot for more than 20 years at Hamilton's famed Grant Avenue studio.
He called me up 3 weeks ago and said the concert that he did at the Royal Albert Hall in London, England, he had just done that 2 years ago, but nothing was done. He phoned me up and said, "I want you to mix it and get it ready for release."
However, last night, Lightfoot's family issued a statement saying the 84-year-old passed away, adding in part, Gordon died peacefully on Monday at 7:30 p.m. at Sunnybrook Hospital in Toronto. He died of natural causes.
Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs.
Born in Orillia, Ontario, and performing since 1958, the folk icon's baritone voice and lyrics of landscape and tales rang true to many.
That big ship and true was a to be chewed when the gales of November came running.
Resulting in countless awards, including 16 Junos, 5 Grammys, and Hall of Fame status.
And he also wrote about things that Canadians could relate to, whether it was relationships and falling in love and falling out of love and marriage and divorce and having kids.
Music correspondent Eric Alper says Lightfoot was widely respected across the music industry and blazed a trail for a genre.
When you talk about folk rock as a style of music, he has to be right up there with not only helping create it and moving it forward, but continuing to go down that road and write about the things that Canadians could absolutely understand.
A legacy that is being celebrated back in Hamilton.
See you.
Joining Bob Doige in studio today was Hamilton rock great Ian Thomas, who was remembering the good times with Lightfoot.
It was just the quirkiest conversation, because he was a quirky guy. He was a very quirky guy, but just the consummate Canadian.
Thomas says he recently performed in Lightfoot's hometown last week and looks to pay tribute to him on tour.
Gord touched people with his music, and he touched people with his music because it was about life.
Jason Gaidola, CHCH News, Hamilton.